Okay, well, thanks everyone. Looking forward to sharing some great information on what I believe is the most exciting thing that's come across my desk in a long, long time. My name is Don Carson. I'm coming to you from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. I'm an entrepreneur through and through. I've been in business for many years. I taught school for 11 years, believe it or not. And while I was teaching, I was looking at what I really wanted to do when I grew up. And that was kind of the funny thing to put that I ended up being in business out of the trunk of my car. And from that, I ended up getting into the place of starting a company and expanding it to the point where I was able to sell it off at one point to a traded New York Stock Exchange company. I only share that with you because I believe in timing. I believe in opportunity that leads itself to growth. And I also believe that something that's unique and has a unique selling proposition is something that one could get their attention around. They could usually do quite well. Now, first and foremost, let me just say this. Everything I'm going to share with you tonight, I'm not guaranteeing you can ever make a penny with us. I'm not guaranteeing you that this is the opportunity of a lifetime. I'm just giving you my personal opinion as an independent representative for a company called Collect Direct. Collect Direct is a company owned by exclusively by Dave and Joyce Jordan out of Sioux Falls, South Dakota. They've been entrepreneurs for many, many years. Dave was a top earner in the network industry. He then went on and started a company that grew to 400 million in sales total. He sold that company and then moved his passion 100% forward to the Collect Direct vision he had back in 1998. I tell you that because 98 is a unique number, and a lot of the pricing of all of our products you'll eventually see end with 98 cents. And so we love the opportunity that Dave's giving you. And I want to give you some ideas of what this company's based on. It's based on the collectible industry, which for our purposes is a category creator, never done before. And it's open to the countries that allow us to ship to from the collectible space. Now, there are some countries we won't be able to for obvious reasons. But as we open up strategically for our growth to have our growth be sort of organized in a way we can handle it, we will be able to enlighten you on when that happens beforehand. So today we can say that we are currently shipping to the United States. We're shipping to Canada. Our orders just went today to Canada and Australia. They're starting to go out today and tomorrow and the next 2 days to Australia. And we're on the cusp of what we believe is going to be an amazing growth story. Why is that? So let's look at the world we're in today. See, what they say is that just talk about the United States for a second. They say that 61% of all Americans collect something. And when they look at that 61% number with 330 or 340 million people, that's a big number of people that have done some form of collecting. And the number that I've done some research on is $6,100 that normally those folks actually collect in some form or another. And that's in all kinds of things, right? From stamps, coins, trading cards to, something I'm learning more about, these little pops that are running around now, the Funko Pops and as I said, Beanie Babies and Cabbage Patch dolls and Barbie dolls and Matchbox toys and Hot Wheels and cards from the great bands like Kiss and past stars like Elvis and so on and so on and so on. There's people that have a passion for collectibles, the history, and it brings them back in an emotional youth that gives them a chance to maybe reconnect and feel really good about that real important time in their life. Now, let's get a little closer at that 60% number of the American population and over 200 million people in the US doing some form of collecting or have been collecting. And let's analyze that a little bit for all of you, because this is a business opportunity I wanted to share with all of you. Just use your imagination. And one incredible company called eBay has 135 million customers worldwide. And I gave you a number just for the United States of collecting people in the US, over 200 million of those people that have done some form of purchase of some sort of collectible. Now, why is that important to Collect Direct? Well, folks, I'm a traditional businessman. Currently, I have a business in our city with right now 50 employees. My wife has a business that has, in the summer months, 80 to 90, 100 employees. And why do we share that? Because Nancy, you and I know the struggles we've had in the last number of years when it came to, the financing that was required to hold the fort while things slowed down. And that's part of the risk in normal traditional business. Now, I'm going to let my wife share her thoughts on that, but I want you to think about what I'm going to share on my traditional business. I mean, I've got over $10 million at any time in a year in inventory, which I've got personal guarantees up the, you know what, for me to be able to have the bank said, yes, you can do that. Then I've got employees just today, for example, that didn't show up on the job site when we promised the customers that we would be there doing what we promised them to do. The risk is incredible. What we have is an opportunity to share this at a different level. Nancy, share your thoughts on what you've experienced in yourself in the last 3-4 years.
Oh, well, I think that when you look around at the things that are changing in the workforce and the way that things are changing in even entrepreneurship, people that own businesses, we saw like-minded business people that we know struggled through the last couple of years with business, and businesses have closed, and they put all of their eggs in one basket. They were 100% at risk. Everything that they lost was everything that they lost. And I love that this opportunity that we have here with Dave, really all you have to do is give it your time. You have to give it your time. I mean, the minimal investment to start your business is unheard of for $300. I can guarantee you that there are very few businesses that you can go into for the lowest price of $9.99 and actually be able to take off right out of the gate by leading people to someplace where you don't have to buy any of the inventory. When you were talking about all of your inventory, you don't have to take any of the risk. All you have to do is be excited about this. And I've been watching the box breaks open up on the Facebook group. And something that I love that's in there too is that these are just people like you and me. Not everybody is a collector. Not everybody knows exactly what they have in their box. They don't even know what a treasure is. They're going, oh, I can't even say this guy's name, but this looks exciting. And I think that that part is lots of fun for people, because really we're all learning here. We're all figuring it out as we go along. But I never saw anybody like go, oh, I can't even say this guy's name. It was more like, I can't even figure this guy's name out, but man, am I ever having fun. And I can't believe I got this box of treasures. So I think that we're all going to have a great time here. I can't wait not only to not be able to say those names, but to actually even possibly meet the people that are in the box. You know what I mean? Like,
so true.
That's,
so true.
That's a whole nother particular thing that is exciting. So
let's talk about what she's leading you all back to thinking about now. Okay. She says this $300 mark. Okay, folks, that's a complete 100% option. Nobody has to buy anything, but there is a $9.98, which is really $10, right? $10 for 1 year to own a business. What are we going to give you for that? We're going to give you a membership to websites that are going to be provided you with a unique username that is only connected to you. And on that username, it leads to a shopping cart. Now let's talk about that just for a second. Imagine a mall with, call it 40 or $50 million at a time of products available across that mall, right? And all of those doors require somebody to stand there and open it, somebody to put the lights on, somebody to pay the taxes, and somebody to basically write the checks to those folks that are going to show up to work. And then somebody's got to handle the transaction that goes into the bank and get it delivered. And of course, money's got to be collected and accounting's got to be done, and so on and so on and so on. Or for $10, right, one time a year, $9.98, you could lock your arms with a group of entrepreneurs, and one in particular named Dave Jordan, who for over 40 years has been amassing a collection that some say is the greatest of all, that we believe the millions and millions of dollars worth of value is being offered by a point-click share method by each and every one of us. Like, we have that massive strip mall, and all we've got to do is find somebody to come shopping in our mall for the $10 we paid to get started. That is opportunity. That is potential. That is what we are talking about for all of you to wrap your head around when you really understand the person that's sharing you this little video. Yes, my wife and I are entrepreneurs, but in the cracks of our lives, we're finding the time to be excited about a little company that launched August 1st, 2023, called Collect Direct. Now, all of the compensation is covered for you. All of the numbers for every item in our shopping cart is got volume attached to it that populates our compensation plan. You don't have to worry about any of that. All of the commissions are paid on your behalf. All of the products are shipped to your customers on your behalf. All you need to do is open up your circle of influence and find people that want what we have to offer, which is every type of collectible you can imagine. Nancy, you and I have had a lot of fun. Do you remember buying me this? Can you share that quickly in a couple of minutes?
Well, I was very, very pregnant and we were having a son, and I just wanted something that you could share with him. And I knew that you had had a hockey card collection, and I walked in and bought that Wayne Gretzky card for you. It was a rookie card, I believe. I didn't know that much about it, but I know that from the time that I bought it and what I bought it for and what it's worth now, it's definitely worth a lot more than it was when I bought it.
But Nancy, did you buy it because you wanted to go up in value, or did you buy it because you knew something else?
No, I bought it because I knew it would make you happy. I knew it would give you pleasure, and so many of these memories are attached to that. So much of this is attached to that feeling, that passion.
You remember when I bought this for our son when he was 7 years old? What is it?
Yes. I believe that one's Ovechkin, isn't it?
Yeah, and so I paid $150 for this. Our son is 24 today, and did I think at the time, and it still says $150 on it, that it'd be worth what it is today? No, I never wanted to even think that way. But it's a time capsule. So, folks, those of you that are getting the basics of our thinking here, I want to introduce you to a couple of our folks that are excited along with us. Jackie, could you come off mute? Maybe just share your thoughts. And by the way, everybody, this is Jackie Boyle from Australia live. Jackie, what do you think about this adventure so far?
I keep laughing all the time, Don, because I can't believe what Dave has provided to us all. And just, I'm actually calling it like a time warp or a shopping wonderland, because we've got different platforms in this business model that we have that we've never been able to actually access people with the excitement, let alone the interest to even want to know what we have in the past. But this is just something that is so unique, because there is something in there for everyone. So with my husband, it's the first time ever that he's actually come on board with something like this. We've had conventional businesses ourselves, and we know all of the risks and everything that are associated to that. But with this, the rewards that we get back from this is the time that we put in. But it is the excitement that we have in sharing what we've got, because it is a shopping cart for $9.98. We've chosen to purchase one of the sample packs because we want to grow what we believe is to be our legacy, not just for ourselves, but more so for our grandchildren. That's what we're aiming to do. And we're having fun with it. I've never had so much fun with anything. And the other thing I can honestly say from the heart, which I keep saying to both you and Nancy, is thank you for the opportunity. Because when we look at, if I had tried to explain something like this to someone in the past with a conventional business and any business, the fact that they can actually have this business with what they're doing, and it will lean into somebody from the time that they're born through to the time that they depart this earth, that there is something in there for everybody. And it's literally along the lines of saying, I dare you to go and have a look. And when you have a look, come back and tell me what it was that made you go, oh my goodness me, I can't believe that that is in there. Because it's an emotional attachment to something that people can think of, that they go, I remember that. Oh my goodness. So you just don't know. What's become really evident for me is that it's really amazing to think of, I didn't know that people collected comics. I didn't know that people, I didn't even know what a Beanie Baby was until I started on this, but I certainly do now. But it's the business model, and it's the excitement that it's generating, because there is something in there for everybody. Whatever they put into it is what they're going to get back from it. But it's the
Jackie,
level of excitement.
Thank you so much for sharing. I got one more guest. Robert, could you come off mute? I mean, you're in Florida. Give me you've had products and other companies you've had to throw away. You've had products and other companies that went out of date. What do you feel about what you're seeing so far, Robert, and the excitement level?
Don, man, it's so exciting. It's, the products, they're not going to expire. They're just going to get better. The stuff that Dave has collected, I really just can't wait to see what's coming online later. He's got, what, 5,000 SKUs in there now.
Over 7,000 as of today, and 8,000 will
7,000.
be live by September 1st.
And I can't wait to see the 10,000 others that we haven't seen yet. I mean, it's amazing. I got my package in, and I wasn't expecting a whole lot, and I opened it up, and I've gone through, and in my head I've kept count of the values and everything, and I'm over $300 for the value of the package that I got. I'm more than pleased. I mean, it's just amazing.
So Robert, I mean, this is the fun thing. People can go and buy a $200 box at Walmart that they think has got a potential, and they open it up and there's nothing in it. Well, that's a chance, right? It's called a box break, or it's called an open box. In our company, not only is Dave giving our founding members in August a chance to get something cool in their sample pack, and there's 11 categories to pick from, but he's also sending those people in August that order something a free gift in September, which he's guaranteeing another graded card, his book, and so on. And 6 of those items randomly selected that we put in there will be just wild value for you to just celebrate with and share with all of us. I only tell you that for one reason, Robert, and I thank you so much. I know you've been sharing with me your excitement, and I thank you for all your support, my friend. Folks, I want to finish this off as quick as I can because I don't want it to be too long for you to be able to share. But think about this. If you were to buy $274 or $78 worth of samples, and in there it was a home runner, in there it came back, it's something else, doesn't matter. Think about it. That's a tax deductible expense because that's your startup of your business. So keep track of it. Use that invoice as a taxable expense in your country or in the area that you're allowed to do that. Then get the sample pack, a gift that's going to come to you in September. And then, folks, let me just share this with you. You're going to always be the August 2023 people that started this incredible journey. Remember, eBay started 25 years ago, has 135 million customers worldwide. Here we are with an opportunity just in the United States to go at 200 million people that are collectors in some way or another. I'm excited. I'm ecstatic. I want you all to look at the person that sent you this and give them a chance to answer your questions and do some research, because this collectible industry is not going away. And we're the first company ever to offer this kind of opportunity in the network industry. I like to think of it as the new way to present business on a shopping cart. And you only have to really do $9.98 once a year for a membership that gives you websites, an app, and so on. Love you all. Thank you so much for joining us, and get back to the person that's going to send you this video. We appreciate you, and hopefully we'll see you soon.